Northern Maine and Western New Brunswick station for the best mix, WHOU 100.1 FM. Greg the Voice Costa here with you on your Tuesday afternoon. I am joined in the studio by Wayne Haas and Vaughn Taggart. They are the CEOs of Avalanche Wrestling and Entertainment. Welcome, gentlemen.
Hi, thank you.
You guys are here to talk about a show you have coming up on April 16th at Hodgson High School to benefit Tyler Cox. So we're going to get to that in a few minutes. But first, let's find out about Avalanche Wrestling and Entertainment. Now, how long has the company been around?
We started last summer. Our debut of AWE was actually in JF Promotions, which was in September of last year.
Mm-hmm. And now you guys have been to town a few times. This isn't your first time to Hodgson, correct?
Right. This will be our third one.
Yeah.
Okay. Show. Now, how many wrestlers do you guys have on your roster?
Between 12 to 15 active on the roster right now.
Right. Okay. Now, talking to you guys are all about the county, and the name of the company is Avalanche Wrestling and Entertainment. So you guys are also about giving local talent a place to shine. You want to talk about that a little bit?
Sure. What we do is we combine professional wrestling with live bands, music, or whatever other talents are in the county. We like to give them the opportunity to come out and be seen and heard. That's why in each show we've done live bands along with the wrestling, and it doesn't really take away because we do a couple matches, then we'll have some live band play, a couple matches, live band play, a longer intermission for them to shine more, and that goes through that pattern through the night.
So people coming to your show really get a real entertainment experience. I mean, you guys are just entertaining from start to finish.
Yeah. If you come see a show, you get full-on entertainment value.
There's really no hush period. I mean, it's keeps going. Wrestling, then music. Wrestling, then music. It's nonstop.
Now, I think I used to watch wrestling back in the day, Saturday morning, so I've grown up watching wrestling. And taking that aspect out of it, I think the thing that I find most impressive about the whole thing is now you guys just basically travel around the county and you do benefit shows to help other folks.
Absolutely.
And like you're going to help Tyler. Tyler was injured in a snowmobile accident here not too long ago.
Right. Like ever since we started, like our first show with JF Promotions, we ended up doing it for Deborah Varney, God rest her soul. But we raised money for the family there. And then the next show we went to Toys for Tots in Hodgson. And also our last show, we did Special Olympics. So
I would think, for me personally, if I was I assume you guys both love wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean, being able to do something you love and then help somebody else at the same time, that's got to be, it's just got to be an indescribable feeling. It has to feel pretty good.
We are for the county, by the county. All of our guys are from the county, and we want to do anything we can to help and support where we live.
That's awesome. Now, what if somebody's listening or they see you guys and they're like, you know what? I've always wanted to be a wrestler. Is there any opportunity for somebody who has no wrestling experience to join the company?
Absolutely. We have training seminars once a month.
Yep.
They're only $10 for a 13-hour seminar.
Holy
cow.
You
will learn not only in-ring training, you'll learn outside ring training with his microphone skills and promos, all the stuff you see on WWE where they're all talking trash about each other and stuff like that. Character development, which is developing the character you want to be in the ring.
Sure. Now, what if somebody's like, hey, you know what? I'd really like to be involved. I don't know if I want to get in the ring. Are there any behind-the-scenes opportunities?
Plenty.
Really?
We always need refs. We need backstage hands, camera people.
And now I'm assuming anybody who wants to come do this, you will teach them whatever you need them to do.
Absolutely.
So if you're out there and you have no experience doing any of this, but you love wrestling, you'd like to be involved, how do people get a hold of you? I suppose that's a good thing to segue into.
Yep. We have a Facebook page where you can be connected either by phone. Well, my phone number is 760-7081. And then Vaughn?
Yeah, my number is 316-6258. And again, you can always go on Facebook, type in Avalanche Wrestling and Entertainment, and it's right there. It'll pop right up.
Okay. And and I'll be promoting it on my show. I'll be putting it on my Facebook page at some point. So if you didn't get a chance to copy those numbers down, don't worry. I will have that information for you. So I think you guys said you have about 12 to 15 guys on the roster. Is that correct?
Yes.
So are there any females on the roster?
We have one, but we are trying to build a women's division.
Really? So you were looking for some ladies who'd like to get in the ring and tumble around?
Absolutely. At least 5 more.
5 more. All right. So hear that, ladies. If you'd like to get in, like to learn how to wrestle, they will teach you. And now they would only be wrestling other women. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So if you've always wanted to wrestle, they will. I mean, what is it? $10 per session or $10 for the whole 13 hours?
$10 for the one session.
Oh wow, that's
For the
something
whole
else.
the 13 hours is $10.
Wow, that's a lot of, man. That's really good. That's pretty amazing. You know what? I'll tell you what. If there's a lady out there who wants to wrestle, I will pay the $10 so you can go, and do it. I mean, $10. If you want to wrestle, you get a hold of me here at the station. I'll put you in touch with these guys. You can email me, Greg at WHOU, or get on my Facebook. The voice is here, and if you want to wrestle, I'll pay the $10. You go learn and show us your stuff. So I imagine at shows, you guys must have gear you sell.
Oh, yeah.
What do you have?
We have our own merchandise through AWE. We have AWE t-shirts, AWE bumper stickers, AWE bracelets. There's also opportunity for wrestlers to sell their own merchandise.
Oh, cool. And so we kind of already talked about the social media. So you got your Facebook, Avalanche Wrestling. I think you have a website. We'll get to that after a bit. We'll get your phone numbers out there and everything. All right, I think that's pretty good for the warm up. So let's talk about this show that's coming up on April 16th. Now, from what I understand, this is going to be a pretty big deal.
Yes.
Yep.
This show coming up, we have actually the second tier of our tournament and the finals all in one night. So there will be a champion crowned that night.
I've seen the belt. I've actually touched the belt. I'm going to get a picture with the belt before I leave. So that belt will be on my shoulder before it's been on anyone else's. I'd like to say you have to come and take it away from me, but I think these guys would beat me down, so I'm just not going to do that. But so the money raised is going to benefit Tyler Cox, like we talked about. And now tickets, how much are tickets?
They are $7 for adults, $5 for children, and you get a full-on entertainment for 3 hours.
Oh, 3 hours for $7? Jeez, that's really good. And I think probably the week before the show, they've given us 2 pairs of tickets, so we'll give those away in the week leading up to the show, so you can tune in for that. So I know you guys love the business, and I would imagine anybody else that you guys have involved, they must love it as well.
Oh, yeah. Most of the guys we have are on a volunteer basis. They love wrestling, and they love performing in front of people, especially for the county. They understand also that, it's charity, and everybody who's in our federation has the heart for the business.
Now, I mean, you watch the news, you see all the stuff, you see all the drama. I mean, do you guys ever run into issues like they have in WWE with like the egos and the trouble, and how do you avoid that? Because
That's a good question. For the people who do sign up, we do have certain rules for our federation.
Okay. So what are the rules?
No egos,
Right.
no heavy drugs,
Right.
and understand the concept of teamwork.
Right.
Because we are a team more than just an independent federation.
Right. So you guys all work together to get this done.
Yes.
Absolutely. I mean, you just can't come in and say, I just want to wrestle, and that's it. I mean, it's a lot of work. Got to have your heart and soul into it, but it's fun. I enjoy it.
So now you guys brought some of your wrestlers with you today, and we're going to get a chance to talk to them. But we had to keep them in separate rooms because I understand they don't get along.
That's absolutely correct. They're one's a very bad guy and the other one's a very good guy. So yeah.
Well, let's. Everybody loves a good guy, so let's talk to the good guy first. So let's get Cross in here. Hey man, just come up to the microphone.
How you doing?
Hey man, good. How about yourself?
Very well.
Excellent. Thanks for coming in and talking with us. So now, what is your full name?
Well, I am the Monk with Funk Cross, and I'm from the Red Dragon Temple.
That is awesome. So you are a good guy.
I'd like to think so.
And how long have you been wrestling?
Oh, I started when I was about 20 years old, took a long break, and came back into it. Altogether, I'd have to say, in combination, about 15 years.
Oh wow! So you've been doing this a while. So you must have an amazing finisher. What is your finisher?
Called the Cross Effect.
So what is the Cross Effect?
Well, I put somebody on my shoulders, swing them around, and slam them to the ground.
I do not think I would like to have the Cross Effect put on me. Oh, we got there's something going on out in the room there. So I don't know. We've got a little bit of trouble. Oh, the door's opening. Oh, what's going on?
Hey, it's Jackie.
You make sure that you stay on that side of the table.
Who are you?
First of all, it's not Jackie. It's Jacques Francais. And it's Francais, not Francois or anything like that. And it ain't Jackie. So get that straight, Cross.
Oh, so you guys, doesn't seem like you guys really get along too well.
How could you tell?
Well, you guys are looking at each other, and we got a pretty small studio, and I'm kind of in between, and I'm not feeling real safe right now. So, Jacques, where are you from?
I am from the U.S.-Canada border.
You see, he can't even make up his mind where he's from.
You didn't let me finish, okay? I hail from the better half of that border, which is Canada.
Oh, so what are you saying about the U.S. there, bud? I mean,
I come here to take names, which means You better watch yourself, Cross.
So are you saying that Cross might be on the bad end of a Canadian beatdown, or what are we talking about here?
Well, it's going to be a beatdown than the Canadian pedigree.
Ooh,
if that's
so
what
is that your finisher?
It is.
I do like the pedigree.
You see, Jackie, it happens like this because every time I get to a show and you're there, you weasel your way out of facing me. You haven't faced me yet.
You know what you need?
You have no idea what you're in for.
Well, you need to speak a little louder because I can't hear you from across the table.
All right, you guys need to just kind of back up a little bit. I mean, this is a family show here. I can't have any brawls. This has to wait for the ring. Why don't you guys? It was really nice meeting you guys, but making me a little uncomfortable with all the aggression. So why don't you guys get back out? I want to talk to Wayne and Vaughn again. So why don't you guys go out and sit out in separate rooms? This is a nice radio station. No throwing chairs, none of that. So thanks for coming in, fellas. I appreciate it.
Don't forget your cookies, Jackie.
Jacques.
Well, Wayne, you guys, you have some interesting characters there who are in your wrestling federation. I was a little worried there. It seems like it was going to be, I don't know.
Yeah, we were kind of nervous out there seeing them face to face.
Now, are those two going to go at it on the 16th?
Not sure yet. We have the tournament going on, which means they each have matches.
Right.
And in those matches, if they are victorious, we have 3 tournament matches. Mm-hmm. Okay. Which means each winner of those tournaments will go into the finals, which is going to be actually a 3-way.
Ooh.
So you never know who's going to be in there.
Well, if I've ever seen 2 guys who need to get in the ring and settle their differences, I think those 2 probably, they need some ring time, I would think. Well, fellas, have we left anything out so far?
We'd like to take a second to thank all of our sponsors who have helped us thus far. Pat's Pizza and Presque Isle, the Cubby Thrift Stores. They actually have 6 stores now in the county itself, which is really good for them. Any other local businesses that want to get on board with our sponsorship, we promote via all of our social media, as well as our flyers, as well as we film live each show and produce DVDs. And on those DVDs, of course, you'll be mentioned there too.
Now, is there any place else that anybody can go watch some of your videos? You guys on YouTube by any chance?
Yeah, we have
excellent.
We have promos and highlights on YouTube. If you just type in Avalanche Wrestling, it should pop up. We have some highlights from our past shows, as well as promos from characters, wrestlers.
The reason why we only have highlights on the YouTube is because we are going to be starting to sell the DVDs of the show.
Sure.
So don't want to give out the whole product, but just give it a taste.
Sure. Fellas, man, I really appreciate you guys coming in today, taking the time. And you guys come down from up country. The roads are bad, but you're very passionate about Avalanche Wrestling and Entertainment. So you brave the weather to come in here and just talk to me, talk to my listeners, and let us know about. I'm excited to go to the show. If I was in better shape, I'd like to be in the show, but I'm just I'm not going to be crawling in the ring. But I'm excited to see it. Like I said, in a few weeks, the week of the show, it's April 16th. We'll give away a couple of pair of tickets so folks can go and do it.
Now with those tickets, we'd like to also offer up, a little bit of fan appreciation. Mm-hmm. They win those tickets. They can do some meet and greets, maybe even come backstage, see what we're about.
Okay, so not only are we giving away tickets, you're going to be able to meet the wrestlers. You can do some meet and greets. So that's fantastic right there.
Take some photos, whatever.
That is awesome. So April 16th out to Hodgson High School, Avalanche Wrestling and Entertainment. Oh, did we talk about the entertainment? Did we talk about the band?
That's right. Like I said before, we not only combine professional wrestling, but live bands. We will have 2 bands out there for this show in Hodgson. We'll have Hometown Boys here from Holton, Verbal Assault, and we're also going to have Kindred.
Oh, excellent. I know the boys in Verbal Assault, Chuck and Charles and Chris. So
yeah, we had Kindred at the last show at Umpy, and they really like being there, and it also gives them press coverage, as far as
exposure,
Excellent.
Because I've had people come up to me and say, hey, they're a really good band.
I'll be interested to hear their music. Maybe it's something I can play on the radio. I don't know. I'll have to check it out and see. But thank you guys so much. I really appreciate you taking the time to come in. I talked to you before the show. You guys have a love and a passion for the business, and that comes out when you talk about it. So I really appreciate you guys coming in. Now, if you want to go to the show, tickets are only $7 for adults, $5 for kids. You get those right at the door day of the show. If you want to be a wrestler, these guys will teach you. For $10, you can go through a 13-hour course. That's not all at the same time, is it?
That 13 hours is all in one day. But that's just the start of your training.
Right. That's the start of your training.
You take that basic course.
Yep.
Okay. Now, if you want to come back, of course, it's still going to be $10. But
Sure.
We have basic training, intermediate training, and advanced training. So it's all a course. Some people move slower than others. Some
Right.
people move faster than others as far as the training goes.
Right.
So it could take you anywhere from a couple months to a year before you're actually ready to get in the ring.
Right.
But you have to, make that decision if this is what you want to do. That's why we also want people over 18. You need to be graduated from high school and kind of know a little bit of where your life's going.
And now, especially if you're a female, if you're a girl and you want to wrestle, they are looking to build a female division, a women's division. So they were happy to teach you how to wrestle. They'll teach anybody. You got to have a good work ethic, no drugs, no ego. This, I'm getting a sense that it's a real team environment. So they want good people who are going to get in there and work and, just be happy to be there because they love the wrestling business. Is that correct?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Now, also, if you want to be a sponsor of these guys, they would love to get sponsorship. They go out, they volunteer their time to work hard, to entertain folks, and donate their money to charity. They got to keep some money for cost, obviously.
Yeah,
You got to keep
overhead.
the lights on and the ring and all that good stuff. But they're out there working hard and they're giving back. So that's very commendable. So Avalanche Wrestling and Entertainment, they are going to be live at Hodgson High School on April 16th. Wayne, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank
Vaughn,
you.
thank you so much for coming in. I don't envy your guys' ride home with those two, because if they're in the same vehicle, that's just bad news. But thank you guys. I look forward to seeing you at the show.
Thank you.
Well, thank you.